Wagwan, brother.
I'm not doing too bad.
Wagwan, brother.
I'm not doing too bad.
Wagwan, brother.
Welcome back to the Chop Shop podcast again. It's episode 2. We're with Nicola and Adrian. You don't know that I got already. Today we're going to talk about police brutality. You see me? It's a very serious thing, and it's becoming way more known than it used to be, which is very good. You know, there's more videos out there, they're getting more attention. You see me? So that's an overall good thing. Still though, I don't see much change. You see me? So we're not really reached there yet, but we're getting there. You see me?
Yeah, police brutality. It's a very serious case. Right? Just the other day, we see my youth up in America get shot 7 times. You see me? We see the video already, you know. We see, well, the video don't show the 100 context of the thing, but regardless, the police now feel like a 7 shot on the man. You see me? Him have him kids in the back seat and get 7 shot. You see me? Gotta look out for the man still, can make it out of surgery and thing.
Stable condition too, that's crazy.
It's a serious thing, you see me? And it's been happening a lot in America. Not even America, let me just say across the world. But now it's becoming more highlighted in America, you see me? And that is due to the creation of social media. You see me? I think social media put more publicity on it. Because let me go off on a tangent. It's like way back when I was learning history, we did learn about certain marches like Martin Luther King and certain man like that try to advocate for black people and their rights. You see me? Them never start making a change until it become publicly known, until newspapers start posting it up in the newspapers and videos start going around saying, yo, this look how the black people are being treated, you see me? And that is years ago, you get me? That is when me and you feel mother belly. We didn't even reach mother belly yet, because dad even say, oh, I want to touch a girl, you know. See me? So Pops even know same the door make her breathe feel, you get me? But it's a serious issue, it's a serious racial issue, you get me? And social media just highlighting it right now. You feel me?
Yeah, you know, the whole George Floyd thing, all of those different stuff. A lot of that happens on the regular that we don't even hear about. You see me? There's people, I see a YouTuber one time talking about his experience being black, and he has dreadlocks. You see me? I forgot, what was his name? Abba, I think it was, or Preach, from that channel Abba and Preach. They were talking about how they just be driving sometimes, police stop them for no reason. Them ask them what them stop them for, which you're allowed to do, and the police should be able to answer that. The police never yet want answer, and just ask them one bag of personal questions, which you don't have to answer. And then you act like you tell them that you don't have to answer, and you use your rights. Then they just say, yo, you're not obeying the officer, blah blah blah, and they try to put you in a bad light for it. So when they do their messed up stuff, that's their excuse. Oh, you weren't complying, when really and truly you just know your rights and never gonna take the foolishness.
But you know, at the end of the day, we're going to talk a little bit more about it, but at the end of the day, and this is a fact, the police is the law, you see me? The police were created or established to police civilians, which means that legally, by the government's doing, them have more power than we, you see me? So we can't ever forget that when we're on the streets, you see me? Because if a police say, yo, step out of your car, you have the right to ask him why, but at the end of the day, just comply with the man. You see me? In America, black people know them getting targeted now, worse than ever. Or we probably just now seeing how bad it is. Cause them probably never shed enough light on it before. If a police say, yo, come out of your car, you ask him why. If him don't give you an answer, get out of your car and stand up and whatever reach you, you see me? But don't sit down in there and be disrespectful to the police. You see me? Because if me's a policeman, and me pull you over and say, oh, I'll be black or white, because my head hot, brother. If me pull you over and say, oh, come out of your car, and I give me bare lip in, my fly you down and lick you out of my button, brother, because you give me too much chat. You see me?
You see me? That's exactly why I'm not a police officer.
That's a real talk, because my head hot, brother. You see me? But basically what I'm saying is just comply with the police officers, you get me? Because sometimes the thing escalate more than it need to. simply because you lack complying with them, you get me? Because them put for govern we, you get me? There's certain rules and certain levels to life. I have to understand which level you there, which level the police there, and which level the law there. You see me? Nobody not bigger than the law. You see me? And then going back into this now, it's really fucked up what's happening right now, you see me? Because a white man see a black man and then them justify attacking him, choking him, or kneeling down in the man neck till the man dead. You gotta justify it because you think, oh, he must threaten my life.
That's crazy.
But you there threaten the man life same way, you know, the man comply with you. You kneel down on the man neck and kill the man better.
What I'm not understanding is like you don't really hear much come out of these things. You hear say, oh, the police officer losing badge.
Them get suspended or
get suspended.
reprimanded.
What kind of thing that where's the how that makes sense? A man dead, that's manslaughter. If them even claim say them do it by accident, that's manslaughter, dog.
Murder, it could have been premeditated murder, all them things they better.
First degree, second degree, third degree, no murder. Like bro, that don't make that.
Them police that even for face no court time, brother. Jungle justice for deal with them man, you get me? You see like how when a man rape a girl and the whole of the community fuck up the man, and that frees the police, you see me? But at the same time we can't act like animals, you know. Because we go kill out every police and then the crime rate boops up a little more. Now go call upon the what?
They might call upon the police.
They might call upon the police to come help, but when you don't kill off everybody who can help you. So life is about balance, you know.
Always.
And black versus white is a balance, you see me? It even supposed to be, it's not supposed to be a thing, you get me? There's an imaginary line separating black people from white people. That's not supposed to be there, you see me? That is because of our forefathers, slavery and all them things there, dog. But this is a new generation, you see me? We're supposed to be leaders instead of followers. There must be one person that can speak out and say, yo, this need to stop, and then create a movement. Like how George Floyd dead, big movement start, big uprising in America. You see me? Everybody coming out and talking, and then more cases are being brought to light. Cause there, like Nick said, you know, there are cases that we didn't even know about. You get me? Them not getting no light, and the police just sweep that under the rug, and the people them lose them life, and it's just it that you lose your life.
Bro, imagine, brother, one day just chilling at home, you wonder how your dad, because it's mostly males. Let's be honest. I'm not saying it doesn't have to happen to females, but it's mostly like black males. Imagine you just have been at home and boops bam one day and the father don't come back home. Then you hear upon the news say, yo.
See a picture of daddy face upon the news say, like, this man was shot and killed by
police
brutality.
And then nothing come out of that.
Traumatizing thing that for a little youth in brother. Cause the youth will get shot up 7 times and 2 pitting them there in the back seat and watching
that.
Your child watch you get 7 shots in your back, brother.
For no reason.
I'm tell you, dog. You see me? I'm gonna see police do this to woman up on the road, you know. I see video of police drape up woman and a thump her up, brother. I'm gonna tell you this, dog. You see me? If I was in America, brother, even America, you know, because we're gonna talk about Jamaica too. But if I was in America, I mean, if I not say a policeman deal with my mother them way there, it's straight to jail I going, you see me? That's why I can't have a gun in a dog. Come have a gun. Mother slap a man out of that just can't step on my suede in a brother. Let's see how. What you are the brother? Come clean this off. Man thing, dog. Police them need to humble themselves, dog.
I feel like we need a better system in place to prevent these things. Yeah. I hear one thing on one news station, do you remember? Them say, yo, some police turning off their body cameras when they pull over people.
They've been doing that, brother.
And then you don't penalize them for that. Them just lock off the camera and
them give a little idiot excuse.
And give some idiot excuse yourself.
That's the thing, brother. Police shouldn't have the capability to do that. You see me? It should be a live feed, and somebody must be monitoring that 24/7. If them say, yo, the thing lock off, then bring it to somebody's attention and somebody gonna look on that. You see me? Cause when them lock it off for bare scrupulous activities them doing, you know, pulling over, them could all be bribing people, beating up people. People down there don't really suffer from racism like that, you know. It's still a thing, but them don't suffer from like that. It's more classism. You see me? Mm-hmm. And that is also a systematic issue that stems from generations before us and will continue to stem generations after us. You see me? Because, what is it? When you see a white man in Jamaica, you instantaneously think, say, oh, this man has money. You get me?
True.
If you see a man I wear certain clothes, if a man I wear a polo shirt or a Gucci shirt or a Gucci shoes, you think say, oh, this man rich.
But then again in Jamaica, them thing they usually bomb still, you know.
Yeah, that man say you can't judge a man based off what I'm wearing, dog. But I don't think the police in Jamaica are classist, you see me? Or they're showing the sign of racism, you see me? Because if a police pull you over in Jamaica, white or black, you got to stop. You see me? Them now watch color, brother, because down there says pure black people, dog. Remember say whoever white, you know, either have some wicked genes, brother, or them parents not Jamaican, you know. But the policeman, them roots in Jamaica is them place this. So them not really that racist towards people, but them probably more lenient to the white people or the more, what's that word they use? Based on your hierarchical structure in the society, they'll probably be more lenient to you.
I feel like everybody judges people, you see me? That's just how it goes. You gotta look on somebody, you gotta judge them. Whether you be negative or positive, you're still judging people. And there's nothing wrong with that. You see me? You can judge people, but there's a difference between judging someone and, or actually you can judge people and just come to a little thought, but you can't make that stick. You can't make that be cemented and that's just how it is. You can't look upon like a youth and assume say he's a troublemaker, and then when you even give him a chance for sure you say he's not a troublemaker. Or matter of fact, him shouldn't even have to show you he's not a troublemaker. You don't give him a chance for show you who he is. You see me? Nothing wrong. Everybody I got judged, but don't make that stick.
Certain systematic things, dog, you see me? Because when you grow up, you see your mother do that to somebody, or your father do that to somebody, and then you go do that same thing. And then people in your circle, your close circle and your outer circle will see you doing that. Your child will see you doing that, and they will reciprocate said behavior. You see me?
True. So
you have to be more conscious of what you're doing. So if you have a view about somebody, keep it to yourself. You see me? If it's a acquaintance where you can go to and share your view with them, then that's good, because that means them do close-minded. Them will listen to what you're saying and them will say, yo, you know, say a foolishness I thought. Books box, you see me? But be more open-minded when you're doing things, you see me? Because racism and all these systematic issues, it's just a lack of open-mindedness, you get me? Everybody chained to one societal way of living and one societal way of thinking, you see me? People are moved like slaves.
don't you know, let me tell you something. No baby ever grow up and feel say people better than other people. That's something that they learn.
That's proven.
You're not gonna grow, you're not gonna come out the womb a racist, you're not gonna come out the room judging people by them class, you're not gonna come out the womb judging people by them skin color. That's not how it work. It's learned behavior. As a baby, majority of who you are is from other people, a mix of other people. You see me? You never grow up that way. So if you know all the way right now decide say, yo, I'm gonna cut the foolishness now, we're gonna do things proper, we're gonna treat people proper, and we're gonna live like sensible people, you see me? You do that, everybody know who have kids, eventually, like 2 generations later, all the foolishness what we go through, all of that just gone. Obviously it's not gonna so easy, I don't really say it work, but it shouldn't have to be to the point where people are dying over it, you see me? And racism is the most prevalent one, but classism is also a part, colorism is also a part. Colorism mostly, I feel like, to be honest, is in Jamaica, because a lot of other countries are a little more diverse with their populations. But Jamaica, I feel like, because it's mostly black, you see the 1 and 2 little white persons, and you in your mind still have this slavery mentality, say, yo, white persons represent more power, more money, blah blah blah, and you treat them because of that.
Them saying white people, they probably are broke, brother. You probably have more money than them. You're probably more stable monetarily, you see me? You can't just look upon the saying that governs everything is you can't judge a book by its cover. That's a principle in life. Life is governed by principles. You see me? If you forget the principles and fuck up on your principles, then that is your fault. But don't spread that foolishness to younger people. You get me? Because like Nick said, no baby never come out to the woman and racist. I guarantee you, if you find a liquor youth anywhere across the world that grew up in a good household and you show the man a picture of a black little youth and a white little girl, the man now got difference them due to them color, he might difference them due to them gender. You see me? Him now gonna say, oh, that's a black girl or that's a nigger in quotation. You see me? Him gonna say that's a boy, and I say that's a girl. Cause at the end of the day, it's one people, you know. But did see this thing, dog, where say the melanin of your skin is only due to like your distance from certain, what you call it, like equator or something like that. Some foolishness, dog. Some places are more cooler, so the people up there have a different pigmentation than the people that are closer to the outer places. You see me? So basically, nothing really separates us. You know, the difference is that we're different color skin and different social orientation. You see me? But at the end of the day, we are people. And you can't forget that you can't treat a man differently from how you'd treat your family. The only way you'd be able to do that and justify doing that is if that man disrespect you or if that man give you a reason to do it. You see me? But don't just boops and say, I'm going to treat that man the same way. Pre people first, have your own little thoughts and conclusions, and then when you come to that conclusion and if that person give you a reason for treat him how him treat, then you treat him that way there. But at the same time, I not justify racism. That not justify none at all. White people need to build off them foolishness there. Black people need to relax because them do the same thing. You see me? Them do reverse racism. So you just need to cut that fucking quick and fast. You see? That's foolishness right there. And police them need to stop shoot up the black man them up there. So you see me?
Stop shoot up people in general. In general, don't need to get shoot up. You see me?
But what you know? The black man them need to stop shoot them and stop trouble them up, brother. Yeah. You make your money and be a police, you know. Look like you make money for kill boy road too.
That's
see
crazy.
Me? That's stupid. Yeah, you even for dog. What you know? Cause I don't say all of us have some brethren up there in America now, you know. So just if you listen to this, just reach out and give the brethren a word and say, yo, stay safe up there, you know. And if you see trouble, don't go into it. If police do something to you, don't attack the police. Just comply with the man. You see me? Because at the end of the day, if you comply and there's video evidence that you comply, then everything good. Unless the man shoot up. You see me? If the man shoot up, I am my brethren. Just make your mother call me. You see me? And go up there and go fuck.
Basically, just in conclusion, we're just saying, yo, the whole heap of judging what people do, yeah, there's nothing wrong with judging people. But you cannot be sticking to your judgments and make that rule your actions. You see me? That's really basically how we have to say. Because if you do that, then there wouldn't be all these unnecessary deaths, especially because of police, especially towards black males. You see me? Yeah, I just hit that still. Don't know.
Yeah, that's the end of the podcast. You see me? I'm about freestyle for the people then.
You don't peace me?
Ouch.
What? What? Tell me! You fucking.